Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's been a bit since I've been out to this location, so hopefully good things, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be a brand spanking new, boom, Scream at the Sky shirt with very cool graphic. And if you are unfamiliar with the band Scream at the Sky, they are a metal band out of Texas. I think Houston, maybe? Something like that. But I became affiliated with these guys through their bassist sometime, I think, last year in like 2023. I knew their bassist from another band and, you know, hit him up on Facebook and everything. And, you know, he went over there and he hit me up and he's like, hey, dude, you know, I'm also in this other band. It's called Scream at the Sky. You might want to check us out. I think you'd like it. And I fucking did. I thought they were super cool. A lot of really cool music videos. Just a very cool vibe to what they do. On top of that, I really like, you know, some of the subject matter that they touch on. Like, they range, you know, like they hit things that are very positive, but then also very poignant. Just very cool. I was fortunate enough I got to see them perform recently. And as a result, that's where I got the shirt. And I also went over there and got some videos of said performance. Those videos are on this channel as well, in case maybe you want to check that out. And if nothing else, if you're interested in their stuff, I'll be more than happy to point you in their direction. I think they're very cool band. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Why has it been a while? Well, it's been a while because I just hadn't gotten out this way. But I got out to, boom, Penn Station East Coast subs. And folks, what with it being a sub sandwich review, you know I have to preface it with three things real quick. Number one being, folks, for over 2 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures, and what that means is I've been going out and basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, delis, chain locations, the break room at my work, wherever there's sub sandwiches, I'm trying them, I'm reviewing them, I'm posting them up to my YouTube channel. That's where the second thing comes into play, because not only am I posting them to my YouTube channel, such a nice guy, I'm also going over there and posting them to a specific playlist called Subs for Subs. That playlist is just my sub sandwich reviews, so if you enjoy my sub sandwich reviews, first of all, thank you very much. Secondly, that's where they're always going to end up. At the time I'm doing this, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews in that playlist. And that's where number 3 comes in. Because, folks, maybe even that is not enough sub sandwich goodness for you. Maybe you want more. Maybe you're greedy like that. Well, folks, all you have to do is wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That is the day when I go over there and upload my sub sandwich reviews. Every Sunday since I've started doing it, I've managed to hit that quota. Sometimes it's 1, usually it's 2, sometimes it's 3. I think I even did 4 one time. Depends on what I got in my backlog. But every Sunday, you're going to get a sub sandwich review. So, what is this particular sub sandwich? This is their turkey, bacon, and ranch. I'm going to be interested to see if they got this right, because they went over there and says they put it on white bread, but I did ask for the multigrain. But we'll see. That might just be a typo. But anyway, and yeah, I've reviewed a couple subs from Penn Station. Like I did their Italian, and I think their chicken cordon bleu. Go check those out. But yes, this is their turkey bacon ranch. It's a cold sub, oven roasted turkey breast, thick cut smoked bacon, lettuce, Roma tomatoes, ranch dressing. Simple, to the point, hopefully delicious. And yeah, I've been meaning to get back out to this place. It's just, like, I do come this way sometimes, but I'm usually, like, very specific. And then there's also other restaurants that I really like in the area, so yeah, it's always a little bit difficult. But, okay. First of all, it looks like this, and yeah, it does look like they put it on the white bread, so unfortunately I have to dock them a point for that, because it was supposed to be on the multigrain. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little less impressive than I was expecting. Okay, well, let's get a thing for the thing. And mind you, this is half of it. The other half is in there, but Looks like this. Ha 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 ha. Maybe. Ha 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 ha. Let's try out a sub sandwich. Yeah, man, I remember them being a little bit more impressive. I really liked the ones that I had before, but and to be fair, I do really like this sub too. In terms of the mash, it might not be as impressive as some of the other places I've had. But I'm not gonna lie. That is a tasty ass sub right there. First thing that hit me, the bread. Penn Coast, man, they have some of the best bread in the business when it comes to sub bread. It's perfect. It's nice and crispy on the outside. You bite into it, you get a little bit of a crunch. Nice and soft on the inside. Absorbs those juices, you know, the sauce and everything. That's good sub bread. Might have been a little bit better if it was multi-grain sub bread like it was supposed to be. But, yeah, I mean, that was just really tasty. Like, it hit everything that I was supposed to taste, I tasted. Turkey tasted good. Bacon hit pretty nice. You know, got the nice freshness from the tomatoes. The ranch was nice in there, too. Ranch is one of those things, I mean, I'm from the fucking Midwest, man. We fucking pretty much bleed ranch dressing. I love me some ranch, but I am kind of particular. If it's too heavy, I'm a little bit on it. I prefer ranch. It's a little bit lighter. And this is some nice, tasty, very nice ranch. I'm not going to complain, man. This is a good sub. And being fair, you do get a fair amount of turkey in there. Like, it's just, I think the way it's packaged. You know, if you compare it to like maybe Jersey Mike's or something like that. Can't get over that bread though. That bread is just, that's some next level bread. Yeah, I mean, that's just a good basic sub. Part of the reason why I got it, you know. Because they have cold subs. They also have hot subs. And you can get them hot. Well, you can get at least the cold ones, you can get them hot if you want. But I wanted a cold sub and I wanted a hot sub. And yeah, I'm going to be reviewing another sub after this. But, you know, cold sub, I just want something simple. Turkey bacon ranch is a classic. And it works for all the reasons, you know. It's got the nice kind of, you know, turkey's not like the most crazy flavorful protein out there. But you get some good turkey. Make sure, you know, you get a decent amount of it. It's a good time. I could have maybe done with a little bit more bacon, but the bacon that is there is actually flavorful. You can still taste it even with everything going on. And you just got to make sure you got some fresh greens and some decent ranch. And Bob's your uncle. That's a good time. Bob is my uncle. Because I have an Uncle Bob. But, 2 questions have to be asked, folks. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I'm going to have to go with yes and yes. Despite the fact that they didn't give me the right bread, which we'll see if I got the right bread on the other one. This one I'm willing to let it pass. The other one, though, that one I really needed on there, so we'll see. I mean, that bread is just so fucking good, though. That's the thing. And it's just, you know, yeah. I'm not going to say that Penn Coast, for me, I'm not going to put them in the upper stratosphere of sub places that I've been to. You know, and I mean, mind you, when you're talking about that, you're talking about like delis and stuff like that. You know, it's a different experience. I'd put them in a similar but maybe somewhat lower category to like maybe Jersey Mike's. I think Jersey Mike's still probably my favorite for the chain locations. But I mean, yeah, man, that's a good sub. You know, it's $10 for a regular. Again, maybe a little bit much for the size, but at the same time, man, I wouldn't say that I'm feeling cheated, you know? It's a good, really good tasting sub. You know, the quality is there, and that bread is just fucking ridiculous. And if I'm recommending it, I would absolutely recommend this sub. Because, root beer. You know, because like it's a classic. You know, I think there's a lot to be said. I mean, as much as I enjoy some of the wackier subs that I've had, and, you know, some of the cool creations, like, there's a lot to be said for just doing the classics and doing them well. This is exactly that. It's very easy to get into. I think anybody in the fucking Midwest would be immediately down for it. I don't know. You know, I guess the East Coast too, right? Because they're Penn Coast and East Coast, Penn Station East Coast subs. Yeah, man, there's just a lot to be said for a simple sub done well, and then that, again, man, that fucking bread. That's just, can't hate on it. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly classic sub sandwich-tastic rest of your life. Because, man, you can't, again, the only thing that bugs me with Penn Coast, they don't have a roast beef. How are you not going to have a roast beef? That's like one of the classic sub sandwiches. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can do all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe there's a classic sub that you're particularly fond of. If that's the case, I would love it if you would go over there and hit me up in the comments and let me know. And hell, it doesn't even have to be a classic. If you happen to just, maybe you have a weird one that you like to do. Maybe you have like a signature one. I actually did do that at one point. I did this was like over a year ago now, I think. When I first started going to Jersey Mike's, one of my viewers went over there and hit me up and was like, hey, you should try, this variation on this. I think you'll really like it. I fucking loved it. If you guys have any special variations from places, let me know. I love talking sub sandwiches, man. Like, I've gotten into them, in these past, couple years that I've been doing this. Was a very casual fan before, and I'm, not an expert, but I know some shit. Anyway,